Hello, my name is Bruce Miller and I'm with RIMtech Consulting, and I'm here to talk briefly about the course Electronic Record Keeping, EDRMS 101 for Canadian government agencies. And this includes the core agencies, the 7 core agencies, as well as any secondary agency or organization that's part of the Canadian government. So this is a one-day virtual course. It is suitable for either IT people or records people. Both are welcome. Both will learn plenty from it. We cover the whole of EDRMS from start to finish. And by the way, EDRMS is Electronic Document and Records Management Systems. And that means you're having to combine 3 different technologies together into one solution. And that would be record keeping software, SharePoint, and a retention schedule, okay? You have to have all 3 and you have to make them all work together. And that's kind of tricky business. So that's what an EDRMS is. So this course is tailored to the Government of Canada specifically. Now, the Government of Canada is in a unique position. You've been using GC Docs for many years. Some of you will likely stick with that, which is fine. Some of you might opt to integrate that with a newer Purview records keeping. And some of you will may abandon GC Docs completely and switch over to Purview as a replacement. We're not here to judge which outcome is suitable for you, although we can help you make that decision for sure. But that's unique to the Canadian government. So we will cover all of that in this course. We'll talk about the implications of integration. What does that really look like? What does it mean? We'll look at a pure Purview solution, and we'll also look at considerations of migrating from a GC Doc solution to a replacement Purview system, okay? We'll also cover a few government-specific issues that aren't that big, such as security levels and bilingualism, okay? But the main thing is GC Docs. That's what you've got to think about, right? So we'll cover the integration of the two. We'll cover all the science of electronic record keeping and EDRMS. Okay, there's a lot of techniques, methods, and definitions there. We'll also look into the numbers of a modern EDRMS. How do you measure it and prove that it's successful? We'll show you how to do that. We'll look at case records, which is massively important. Let me make that really, really clear, okay? It is impossible to properly deploy an EDRMS without a full understanding of case records and a proper treatment of them. Most records people do not pass that road. They don't get it right, and many vendors struggle with that as well. So it's important because over half of all your records are case records or event-driven records. And the solution, the software, the technology has to deal with that because it's handled differently. Case records are handled differently. So we'll make sure that we get that right. We'll look at Microsoft Purview at an overview level and compare it with GC Docs. And we'll look at the 2 lethal threats to any EDRMS project, regardless of what technology you're using for record keeping, okay? If you make either one of these mistakes, it will bring your project down, I guarantee it will. And you never know, possibly even you with it. We don't want that to happen, so we'll teach you what they are and how to avoid them. And I have to say this, most modern EDRMS projects suffer from both. We'll talk about email and what are the implications of collecting and managing email as part of your records landscape. And that's important. Why? Get this. If you look at all your digital records, the proportion of email to non-email is 4 or 5 to 1. So it's usually important. We'll touch on the essentials of SharePoint because you can't understand EDRMS unless you have a basic understanding of SharePoint. We'll talk about the roles of all the key players in the project. And very importantly, we'll talk about records automation. What we mean by that is we don't want users to do anything related to record keeping. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're going to automate the entire process. That's vital. No EDRMS project could possibly succeed without full automation of that process. The last thing we want is for end users to get involved in record keeping. Okay, guaranteed that's going to kill the project if we allow that. So that's it. And down below in the description, you'll find 3 links. You'll find one to a document that'll give the details of this course. You'll find another link that'll give you a schedule of all our courses and another link with the ability to register for this course. Thank you very much.